Hello, hello. Since I got the stock muffler or OEM replacement, that is a Walker Quiet Flow FX. It sounds very good on this truck. For a classic truck from my generation of trucks, back when I was in high school, these were brand new, and this thing's over 20 years old now, and it's a classic, just like me. But sounds good on the inside. For as exhaust, you get a little bit of exhaust note, but it's basically bearable. You can bear it. Not loud at all. No noise really. And Apaches are out flying today. The AH-64 attack helicopter, the Apache. We are I'm gonna have to fool around with this camera here to get an angle. I only got not very much places to put you so you can get a good view. And the thing is, under the hood here is the since I got stock exhaust on it, I'm gonna put the stock air intake back on it. And what was that? What's behind me? Rooster, what you doing? And basically try to sell this one right here. This will fit your 99 to 2006 Chevy Silverado 4.8, 5.3, and the 6-liter. Has a massive 4-inch aluminum pipe, polished. It's a basic cheap bolt-on with these clamps, or I say clamp on, because that's all you're using really, is a clamp. And those bolts down there are the factory bolts, so you have to reutilize those. I think there's 3 of them. There's one in this corner, there's one over here, and then one over here, which is right down there. You see it where the air filter. I replaced the air filter. I think I did that in another video way back last year or so. This is a K&N air filter, still in perfect condition, and that's like $100 and something. That's like $120 filter right there. So maybe I can set you up right here. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna have to pause and get the stock air box back out. So we got the factory air box back out. Also picked up a brand new air filter to go with it. Got the factory screws here. That's the catless. Year model is a 2004. 4.8 liters. I might need a, there you go. So it should yeah, there it goes. Now I got it set. Okay, so it can focus. And once I get it back on and stuff, I'll wipe it down and everything. I think what I'm gonna do is take this thing off in sections, not all of it, so it's easier to be put back on a other vehicle. Whoever wants to buy it. I don't know what I'm gonna ask for it yet. I would say about 50 for it. It's in really good shape, and you already see what it looks like on the vehicle, on your truck. If you have a truck like this, you're basically going to see what it's going to look like. But if I cannot sell it, I'll just give it to my cousin, because she has a Silverado Z71, and I know she'll take it and put it on her truck, and it'll look really, really good. So now, I think I got that one loose. Slide you back over here so you can see what I'm doing here. Like I said, I only got a limited. I gotta make me some room. Okay. Now I can get over here to this one. And basically, to put it back on is basically to reverse the process of what I'm doing here. Okay. And I'm gonna have to get an extension for the other one. Oh, what size is that? I thought they're all the same. It could be a. I'm betting that's. I know what that one is. That's a stalker. Oh Lord, what? 9mm? Yeah, it's bigger than the. God, do I even have one? Oh. I can't remember what I used to get that off with. Ah, gotcha, right here. Yeah. It's 8mm. And that's what it is. That's the stock one I gotta reuse. This is the clamp that holds the air filter on, and I gotta reuse it with the stock system. Gosh, Should be loose enough. Everything should be. Don't want to lose my wrench. There you go. Let's see. There we go. Got that off. Want to keep that. This goes with the system. You see that this is the air filter ring, part of the air filter system. I just left that one, and this is basically like it's smooth bore up inside there. I think I've already showed that on the putting all this back on. K&N air filter. So we got the air filter off. And now I'm about to pull the whole other system, the whole other part right here off. All right, I'm making some progress here. So that's out of the way. Clean off the throttle body down there. It looks pretty clean up in there, actually. You can hear the motor. If you can see, this truck is a drive-by-wire system. It don't have a throttle cable that has a direct connection to the gas pedal. It's all electronic. And boy, if that goes out, you're looking at thousands of dollars or hundreds to replace the throttle. The entire throttle body has to be replaced on that. But 2004 or 2003, I think it was, or one of the years, that was the first of its kind. That's when everything went electronic. I just set this right up here for the meantime. For the meantime, for right now, I'll just set that there. Now we gotta turn our attention back over here to the box. That's gonna be a hard to get to. Alright, let's see, are them, where's my half? Where's my ½ inch? God, it could be metric. I can only try though. The standard 3/8. Nope, it's gonna be a metric. Of course. Metric 11. Would it be 11? 11. It looks like it's gonna be a 10. God, I need some new sockets. These things will wore slap out, man. And with this box, when it came in the kit, I had to put this whole thing together, but it reutilized my stock bolts, so I gotta keep these bolts. To put the stock back in it. The stock air box. That's gonna take a little while. But there's a plate that goes across here. And I gotta put that plate back on. Look like there been some water splash up in here. So we'll see when I get this out. When I get this whole box out. So I got it out. I think how this plate goes back on that covers up that hole from the ram air, cold air intake, whatever you want to call it. I think it goes in there like this. Line up them bolt holes. I got it close enough. So gotta get that bolted in now. So when you get that plate bolted back in, you want to put the lower part of the air box back in, which just goes right in place. It kind of just goes into these little rubber bushings. I did a air box mod at one time to get extra airflow at one time, but now is the part to put the stock system back on, so that's where we'll pick up here in a minute. Let's see. So now, mass airflow sensor. It's pretty clean up in there. Alright. Yeah, that's good and snugged. That's back on. Once I get everything in place, then I'll tighten everything up. setting down. So see, I gotta tighten that one up. Make sure this one's good and tight. Gotta get everything snugged up, aligned. Gotta get everything in line first. Gotta get the air box up here tightened. This is going to be a booger. It just don't want to go on. Alright, I got the clamp as loose as it's ever going to be. It is very tight place. Real tight to get in there. It's supposed to set. Boy. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit more effort to get on there with some lube. Get some BB. Let's see what I'm working with here. I gotta get that right here to touch this all the way around. So I'm almost there. I'll probably just get my little rubber hammer and just start beating on the thing, I guess, and just bump it up there on it. It's already on over here on one side. And then I gotta tighten all this up, so that's, I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera up for that. And then I gotta, let's see, and I gotta tighten them screws on the other side and over here and everything. So that's gonna be the next part. Boy, all the work that goes in to doing something like this. This is why I'm going back stock. Because it's much simpler working on stock parts than aftermarket. Oh. Tighten it too tight. Oh man, it's Good thing. Well, I can get to that here in a minute. Forgot the most important part, to put an air filter in there. Okay, got that one. But I can still lift this up. It ain't. Yeah, I can get in there. Ain't nothing to it. Now I gotta get this part lined up. There it goes. Nice and snug. Good seal. Yes, I did have to reuse one clamp off of the old one, the aftermarket, and that's the clamp that goes to the throttle body, or up there on that throttle body. That's the one you have to reuse. I got so many of them clamps, I don't even know if it is the stock one really, but it works. Yeah, that's good and tight. Now it's air filter time. Sits down in there just like that. Start turning those, get them started. They will be a big fat Phillips screwdriver, which I don't even know if I have one, or a big flathead. But as far as that goes, just got to tighten them little screws up, which are one right down there, one right here, and then on the other side. That one's pretty tough to get to. Just move this right there. Yeah, you can get to that. And right here. So now I got parts sitting everywhere. As far as that goes, it's done. I just got to tighten those little 4 screws up and call the job done, basically. But now the engine cover looks a little out of place. One day I may repaint it black to match everything else. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Just to get there when I get there on that. As far as that goes, brand new filters back on. Looking good. So that's it for this one. It's about lunchtime now. I start cleaning all these parts up, putting them back in a box.